and it's very, very pretty to look at. I love the actual inside. I love everything about it. But as far as being an actual cooler, I want to put food or anything in, I don't know. What is going on, guys? Mike with Chit Chat Game. First things first, guys, Merry Christmas. Hope you had a great holiday here. Unfortunately, I was going to do a Christmas episode, but unfortunately, some of the things I got did not come in. They got delayed because we had a huge snowstorm and awful, like cold weather, and so it didn't happen. So what I'm going to do right now, though, guys, is show you a gift that I got here, and it's something that I have been wanting. I have my eyes on for quite some time. About a little over a year ago, I had seen that the Xbox had released a mini fridge, and I've been in the market for a mini fridge to go right here in the back here. I want one with like a glass window and a nice one I could put like a bunch of bottles of Prime and stuff in and so forth, and ghosts and everything. But again, I didn't really want to spend the money on it, so I went ahead and I had put on my Christmas list that I wanted an Xbox fridge, and I actually found one here, and these are available in Target. I thought they're always Target exclusives originally here, but for some odd reason my wife was able to find one in Wal-Mart. So apparently they're starting to pop up in other places other than Target. So she actually ended up finding one. I sent her a link for it, told her I wanted it. It was on sale for originally $99. It was on sale for $79.99. And she ended up purchasing one. Now, I've heard mixed stories, mixed reviews about these things, but for me being an Xbox fan, you know, I wanted one because, if anything, just for the look of it, just for everything here, it's like a novelty to put in the background here. Yes, I want a mini fridge, but I wanted something that just looked cool like this because I have a Series X, and this thing here is like basically a little identical and like a little knockoff version, a little mini version. Well, not really a mini version, it's actually bigger, I think, but it's a little version of the actual Series X. So what I'm going to do today is just kind of show you guys. Let's take a look at this. This is my first time seeing this actually, you know, in person. And this is in 2022. This is no longer apparently a Target exclusive. So I figured we'd go ahead, we would unbox this so you guys can take a look at it. We will hook it up here really quick, see how cold it gets as well here too, and just kind of see what it's all about. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take it out of the package here. I got the styrofoam off the top already, so let's go ahead and we'll move this, and we're probably going to drop this. I don't want to drop the actual refrigerator, so we'll put that right here, and we'll put the box down right there. I'll do some close-ups of this as well too. So here it is, though. Let's go ahead and ooh, and it smells very plasticky. Ooh, my god. Ooh, yeah, it definitely smells very, very plasticky. So yeah, it is of course bigger than an actual Xbox Series X, but here it is. Looks identical. We have the top part here, which apparently lights up when you push the button here. We'll take a look at that as well too. Our back here will have, it's got some fake HDMI ports and the power cords and everything here. But it actually has just a DC 12 volt, so you can hook it up to a vehicle, or you can hook it up to a camper or what have you, anything that kind of takes that 12 volt DC. Then of course you have your on and off button. Then you have your AC 120 volt here, which you can hook it up to a regular household outlet as well too. So I'll give a close up of that right there. So a couple different options. I'm kind of glad to see they have the AC one. But let's go ahead and let's take a look. So on the front here we have the Xbox logo. Apparently that lights up when it's, I believe when it's powered. Well, like I said, we'll take a look at that here as well too. And then this little button right here that you push right there, I believe that's what makes the light on top glow green. So, kind of neat though. And then we'll go ahead and there's a little button, I think it's on the side there. There's like a little latch here that you can push and just push in on to open it up. So there you have it. Boom. We'll open it up, and the inside we have a couple different compartments. We have now it's a lot damn smaller than I thought it was going to be. We'll set that right here. Definitely a lot smaller than what I thought it was going to be. But it looks like you can remove these. The motor comes with another grate, but maybe you can put some cans. It says you can hold, like, I believe it says 6 cans. There's no way in hell they'll hold any bottles of Prime. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Maybe if I remove this top piece right here. Yep, I can. So I remove these 2 little compartments. I'll put those on the side here for just a moment. If I do that, then it definitely gives me a little bit more room. Probably put a few more cans in there, but really it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It's definitely a lot, like I said, a lot more compact. I could probably fit a few bottles of Prime in here, but of course the main thing is going to be, is this thing going to be able to keep anything cold or not? Is it more of a cooler, or is it more of an actual refrigerator you want to keep running all the time? Because I want like a refrigerator, a mini fridge I can keep running the whole entire time here. So I kind of like it though. I do like the color. You know, it's the Xbox green, like my hat and everything as well too, like the controller and that typical cream color that I absolutely adore. And like I said, it's got the little close. It's gonna close very well. There it goes. But yeah, you can have a little latch right there. You can just use the close. I did it the wrong way. That little latch just like that, and there you go. Boom. Pretty easy to close. And then, yeah, I like it though. I think it's really cool. Like I said, the little Xbox button on top here, the green button there has a little. Not too sure what that. Oh, it does have an HD or a USB and HDMI. It does have a USB on the bottom here as well too. I'm not too sure what this button does. We'll find out. But yeah, there is a little USB on the bottom there. So yeah, not bad. Nice little refrigerator here. But like I said, the main thing is going to be to actually keep things cool, because that's going to be the whole purpose of it, other than being like a little nice little statue behind the background here in my gaming room. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's go take a look at it and let's see what it actually does here. All right, guys, here we got it set up. I went ahead and moved it to the floor just because I wasn't really ready to take my tree down yet. Plus, I wanted to kind of see how it was before I actually put it in place and everything, in case I decided I want to return it or something as well too, and use that money towards something else. So I went ahead and I got it plugged in. So you do, like I said, get the AC adapter to plug in, of course. Then you do get that DC as well too, the 12-volt one. So you definitely do get both those options available within the actual package itself. So let's go ahead and let's just try some of the features here. So let's first let's turn it on. Okay, so it is on. I'm not too sure if you can hear or not. Let me hold up my mic, see if you guys can hear. It's not super. It doesn't sound like a jet engine like I heard a lot of people say, but maybe the older ones did. Maybe they did, but this one doesn't sound quite as bad like a jet engine or anything. So it's not terribly loud compared to like my PC and everything else, the regular Xbox and everything else sitting around in the actual room as well too. Let's see what else we got in the back here. So that's really all we have other than the actual power. But didn't want to do that. So cover that little. It's got a very small fan. Let's go ahead and let's click this little button here. So this will actually, yeah. So that power is the top there. Just glows green. I wish the whole top. I understand I gotta have the fan there, but I wish that the whole thing was green as well too. So just that one little area. But that's kind of neat though. Nice little touch to see what this thing down here does. Oh, so this little button down here I showed you guys right above the USB, that actually just powers up the light here so you can have it on. So it would be nice if when the power was on that this thing was on at all times, but I guess it's some people might want it on, some people might not want it on. So let's go and open her up here and let's just see. So oh wow, so up here is where the fan is, where the cooling system is at the very, very top. And I will say that it is, I like the green light inside though. That's kind of dope. That's cool. So you have a nice little green light inside here, but yeah, that's not giving out very much, cold air at all in there. So I do got a bottle of Prime. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that. So as you can see, look, I can't even fit it in there, even sideways. So I'd have to remove this top grate here to be able to even put one bottle in there. Two might be able to fit in there. I imagine if I remove this again, I could probably put a third one in here. But again, though, definitely worth a try here. But I don't know, man. I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger than this, but I guess it is a mini fridge, so I think it's more just for looks. So what I'm gonna do right now here is, wow, I think it's not putting off any kind of cool air whatsoever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and shut this. We're gonna give it some time. I'm gonna give it probably maybe a couple hours. Come back and take a look at it and see if it is see if it's actually, wow, and it's kind of hot on top too. So I'm gonna come back and take a look and see if this thing's cool at all. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, I stepped away for about an hour and 45, about 2 hours almost. So I stepped away here. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a look. We're gonna open this up. I know you guys can't see if it's cold or not here. I don't have any way of measuring that, but I can tell you whether it's cold or not. So that was a regular bottle of Prime. That was a drink that was actually at room temperature. So let's go ahead. Let's open it up and see. So like I said, this was originally room temperature when I put it in there. Now there is absolutely, wow, there's absolutely zero. Oh my God, there's like no coldness in there whatsoever. So let's go ahead and let's shut that just really fast here. And hardly anything. I mean, this is, like I said, at room temperature. I imagine maybe if I put a cold bottle or some cold cans, maybe cans would be better because it's an actual can versus a bottle. Maybe that will actually help out more. But as of right now, though, this thing is still maybe a tad bit colder than what room temperature is, so not very much whatsoever. So I'll go ahead and remove that. So I don't know how I would feel about putting actual like food in here, because it shows that you can put like little yogurts and cheese and such in here. I don't know how I would feel about that, because I mean, for safety reasons, you have to have that, you know, at a certain, you know, I gotta keep it at a certain temperature. And there's not much at all. It's a little bit cold on top here on the top rack, so maybe you could put like a yogurt or something, some cheese or something up here. But I can't. This thing is not going to keep cans. This thing is not going to keep anything out. They got like a frosty, nice, cold temperature that you would see inside of an actual cooler as well too. So I don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about it. Let's go ahead and let's finish the video off. So there you have it. As I mentioned, the power button. We got the little Xbox putting the lights up, and of course we have the green light on the very, very top. So let's go ahead then, let's switch back and let's talk about it. Alright guys, so we are back here. So overall thoughts on this, I don't think so. Do I think that this would be good for an actual like little novelty in the background here to kind of like I said I want to do is put like right where the back where the tree is and so forth? Yes, absolutely. I think that actually work out pretty well. But as far as actually having this thing as a cooler, maybe to keep things a little bit cold, but I would not put this thing, you know, in my room or anywhere that I expected it to be able to keep things at a frosty, cool temperature. It's just not going to do that, especially when you put something in there that's at room temperature. It's definitely not going to make it a frosty cold. So I'd probably use your $79 or your $99, whatever it may be, and maybe put that towards something else a little bit differently, a little bit more of a powerful actual, you know, mini fridge as well too. Because this is more of a mini cooler, not really a mini refrigerator here, but even if that. So it is nice to look at. The colors are very, very attractive. The actual unit itself is very, very attractive. It looks like an Xbox Series X. The lights on it are really cool. Like I said, if anything, it's a $100 novelty item that you can put in the background. Would I want this thing running all day? Probably not. Maybe just during game sessions when I could try to keep something cold. That's probably about it though. But other than that though, it is a very nice looking unit. And at $80, you know, you gotta decide if it's worth it or not, since you really can't really use it as a mini fridge. I mean, like I said, it's a mini cooler, but I really wouldn't use it as a mini refrigerator. I won't be putting no food in here. Definitely not for sure. No leftovers or anything in here. So let me know down below what you guys think here. Do you have one of these here? Does this kind of change your mind a little bit? What do you actually think of the unit itself? I think it's clean. As a big Xbox fan, like I said, I think it's very clean looking. It does look really cool here. It's gonna be hard to return this because I think that's what I'm gonna be doing. So make sure you guys like the video if you choose to. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn that bell notification. Keep up with all things that is Chit Chat Gaming. And once again, hope you guys had a Merry Christmas here. Hope you guys got a lot of cool things as well too. I'll be kind of showing you guys throughout the week here some items that I got once they actually come in. But this is definitely one of the presents I got, and unfortunately we're gonna have to return it. So again, guys, it's been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming saying happy gaming.